Wealth is commercializing your virtue in a way that it produces value that can help not only you, but also your community. When I tell you that last month was huge for self-development, I've always considered myself to be open minded, but there was this weekend last month that completely blew my mind. It all started when I attended the Wealth Creation Conference. Initially, I didn't really want to go. I felt like, conference again? What have I not heard in conferences before? What are they going to tell me that's new? What's the point of going? That's how I felt. And it was actually my sister that convinced me to go. Just come, it will be interesting. You don't even know what you might learn. Fine, I'll go. Actually, to be honest, towards the day, it wasn't even like a choice of me maybe not going or whatever because tickets had been paid for already. But then when I got there, speaker after speaker, I was taking down notes, realizing that wow, there was just so much knowledge, and in fact, I left the conference feeling so enlightened, feeling like my mind had really been expanded, feeling like I had learned so much. I really had this conviction the time that I put what I've learned into practice. It was a whole lot. I don't have the words to express how much I valued and enjoyed the Wealth Conference. During the Wealth Conference, Mr. Ugo spoke, and when he spoke, it was like, it made so much sense. Everything started to make so much sense. The thing is, I didn't realize before coming to this masterclass just how much of an effect my mindset, my money mindset had on my income and how I go about money and how I generate money and how I keep money, how I manage money. I didn't realize that there were certain things that I was doing, certain habits that I had, and the root of all these issues that I was facing before was just how I thought about money. In fact, when you go for the conference, you'll understand that the way you define wealth, first of all, is a whole topic and concept on its own. The truth is, I didn't know how much I didn't know. And awareness is such a huge and important thing. You need to be aware and acknowledge and really and truly know the way that rich people and successful people think in order to think the way rich and successful people do. There are habits and mindsets that poor and middle class people generally have that rich people don't have. And once you learn these rich mindsets, it just changes everything. It changes the game. And it helps you to just realize that as much as people say everything starts with your mind, everything really does start with your mind. Your mind holds so much power over you, and you need to train your mind to think in ways that actually help you to grow, because the mind is trying to protect and preserve you. It's geared towards your survival. Everything works on a feedback loop down to previous wiring and previous programming that we've had since we were young. For years, our brains have been wired a certain way about money, about success. You have to acknowledge, you have to realize what your money mindset is to be able to correct it and to be able to think in a way that will actually enable you to get more money. It's not even about money. We think so much about getting rich, about having money. And when we think that way, money has a certain power over us. But it's not just about money. Money is a byproduct of wealth, right? And